What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rhino Review Stuff. I'm Rhino and I review stuff. And the stuff I've got to review today is actually, I don't know, number 6, number 7. But I'm super pumped about this one because this one is more like a prop replica than it is its own unique design. So let's check out my new lightsaber. Alright guys, are you prepared? Because this will be the first time I have seen this as well. All I've done is cut the tape on the bottom of the box, and this is going to be an unboxing experience to remember. So let's see if we can actually get it out of there. Oh, it's coming. It's open. And there we go. Ooh, display stand. Guess I'll turn this thing around. So let's see, we've got a display stand here. That's super cool. So an acrylic display stand, we got some legs. We got this paper we got to peel off, and yeah, you just set it up on top of there. And there you go, display stand completed. Yeah, it lays in there. We've got our operations manual, and I will be taking a photo of this and putting it down there in the description. Yeah, it tells you all the different effects and how to hold the button in order to access those effects. It's kind of an important deal. We've got our USB-C to USB-A charging cable. We've got our Allen key here and various little screws and bobs, including these little LED covers. I'll zoom in on this real quick. Ooh, pretty. So apparently there's going to be some LEDs here, and you'll be able to see them through the little window. This is the next thing out of the package right here. I have no clue what this is. It does have a nice little design in there. It's got this little peg sticking out. It does rotate. I have no clue. I guess I'll find out when I start putting it together. And here is the handle. Look at this. Holy smokes. I am so impressed. Ooh. Check out some of these details here. We've got, what is that, Greek key? We got these pieces here. They are made out of metal, and I can see that there's little places there to tighten them up. This looks fantastic. Ooh. Right here are buttons. That's where the LEDs will be under, and you can see they've got the little windows there, so you'll be able to see that. Just check this thing out. Here is the base. Tough to see that, but yeah, you've got the little vent opening there so you can hear the audio come out. It's got that fancy hilt like a real actual lightsaber. This is astounding. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm at a loss for words. I am so impressed. This thing looks amazing. Oh, check out how big that is in my hand. So yeah, normal sized man hands here. That's how big this hilt is. That's how big the handle is. And it's pretty. It's gorgeous. Now, one thing I did not see was a charging port, an exposed charging port. So I'm wondering if that means I've got to remove the base here. Let's find out. Inside there, you've got your little speaker. Down here, we got nothing. And there we go. There's where you charge it at the bottom of the battery. So you do have to take this one apart to plug it into USB-C. Ooh, there's a micro SD card in here. I wonder if you can install your own sound fonts on this. I am going to have to do a lot of reading. And the final thing out of the box is the blade. And you can see, there it is. Got this rubber bit here. You remove that and you stick it into the actual handle. So I am going to do a significant amount of reading on this one. I believe this is a completely customizable lightsaber. I've got my fingers crossed. I hope it is. This is awesome. This is exciting. I'm going to get it charged up, and I'll be back with you guys in 3, 2, 1. Nice. So this is a pretty darn good lightsaber. Not only does it look extremely awesome, but it's got all of those sound fonts and all of those features you would come to expect from a modern day lightsaber. Now it does have a micro SD card built in. I have tried to remove it, but it is kind of glued in place, so I'm kind of reticent about taking it out. I'm sure there's a way, and I'm definitely going to be trying that in the future, but for now, the 27 fonts that come on here are pretty darn good. Before we get too into this video, I would like to say there are lots of different volume options here. I do have it turned down quite a bit. It can get much, much louder. So loud, in fact, that you can hear it outside the house. So if you're going to use this in cosplay at a convention center and there's lots of other people around, they're all going to be able to hear this if you got the volume turned up. So if that's one of your selling points, this one's got a pretty darn good speaker. So let's talk about that. We've got sound fonts on here. We got 27 different sound fonts to complement the 12 different blade color options. So let's go through some of those now. I'm going to kind of hold it up here a little bit closer to my microphone so you can hear what it says.
Anakin. Ayla Sakura. Dapabalaba.
I have no idea what that was. Dapabalaba.
Kenobi.
I think we all know who that one would be.
Count Dooku.
I have no idea whatsoever. Space Boy. Yeah.
Cal Kestis.
Wow, that was loud.
Yoda.
For some reason, Yoda's blade color is this flashy rainbow thing. I know that can be adjusted in the settings.
Ray Skywalker.
And like all of these fancy new sabers, you do have the rotation there. And if you do rotate it a certain way, it will turn off. And if you rotate it again, it does turn back on. So that could also be turned off in the settings if you're into that. No idea. Ooh, kind of a reddish, fiery look to it.
I am the Inquisitor.
The Inquisitor. I wonder who that guy is.
Tell me, is this training?
My training? No. Always training. The universe is.
You also have the clashing effect and all of that good stuff.
Master Windu.
Master Windu. Purple, I believe. Purple.
I am told it is the Dark Saber.
The Dark Saber. And I love all of the sound effects that go with the Dark Saber. And shutting it off sounds crazy.
Master Mundi. General Kenobi. Quinlan pause. 44. The Butcher.
The Butcher. I think that one's Kylo Ren.
Temple Guard. Star Killer.
Star Killer. Nice and bright, bright, bright blue.
Ventress.
Leia.
Leia.
To the cord.
This one's like a bright yellow flashy flame that goes from the base here all the way up to the top. You can kind of see it flashing there in my hand. And like I said, these things are loud, and this is not turned up to full volume. Whoops.
Prepare a boarding party.
Prepare a boarding party. There we go. There's some Vader. I love that one. That is the absolute best. And I'm going to go ahead and turn down the volume. In order to do that, you press these two buttons. Makes that tone, then... Now that's probably a little bit more manageable. But I did want it to be volume almost all the way up so you guys could hear it. And I am absolutely positive my family in there is getting really mad at me right now. So all you saw before was the basic blade look, with, you know, the clashing that would kind of change the color and make it look like you were actually hitting it on something. But they've also got different blade effects, and to get to those you put them on standby mode, you hold down the auxiliary button for 1 second, and it changes it to a new mode. My personal favorite is just plain old lightsaber, and I believe that's called Basic 1 or Basic 2, but...
Basic 7.
Basic 7? Kind of a ring pop looking thing right here. So it keeps the sound font, but it adjusts the blade to match whatever setting you've got it put on.
Basic 8.
Basic 8. You can see there, it's just kind of like rotating through all of these different colors. It looks really cool, but I don't see myself using that very often.
Basic 9.
Basic 9. Now that one's kind of neat. It's like bubbly.
Basic 1.
Basic 1. So this is kind of like a crackly, flashy saber. This is like what it looks like when they're just running up against each other.
Basic 2.
And Basic 2, my personal favorite. It's a real lightsaber, guys. This looks like a real lightsaber. And I love the effect where it travels down. That was really bizarre. So my screen went blank, and then this thing had a little power surge. So I'm not sure what's going on because this is not plugged in here to anything else. I don't know what that was. I wonder if the video caught that. I'm going to have to go back and play. So yeah, that was caught on video. That's pretty weird. I think I might have a haunted lightsaber. That could be a selling point. So guys, I know I didn't get into all of the little features, and I didn't do a demo of what all of the little button presses mean, and how long to press them and all of that stuff. However, for you all, I will be uploading the document here, the little instruction manual, and I will put that down there in the description, because it is extremely important to have. They are different across all the different lightsabers, so if you happen to get this one, I believe this one's called the Judger, it will have a different instruction manual than some of the other ones that I've tried in the past. Surprisingly enough, I've got another lightsaber coming to me in the next couple of weeks, and I think I'm going to do like an all-in-one video where I cover all of the different lightsabers that I've picked up over the years. Each of my kids have 2 in their rooms right now that I've used. I've already got 2 back here. I got this one, and then there's another one coming to me in a couple of weeks, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Stay tuned for that. I love reviewing these lightsabers. This one right here, for the price, I actually think this is worth it. It has all of those features that I love in my favorite lightsabers. It combines all of the handle effects. It combines all of the really good sound fonts, and it's got the really awesome blade here. Plus, this one in particular has that micro SD card, which, although it's not removable now, it's gonna get removed. And I have done some lurking on some Reddit posts, and I think I know what to put on there. There's lots of free places, and if I do figure out how to get this out of here, I will do a follow-up video of putting up new sound fonts onto here. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are too. As with all of my videos, I will leave links down there in the description to all of the stuff I've talked about. And yeah, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I will see you all later. Bye! Oh, and by the way, before I go, this is what it looks like when it's up on the stand, and this will be what it looks like when it's back on my shelves. It does have this little cutout area here, so you can get a little plaque and do a little bit of engraving. And yeah, I think that's just swell.